Koski grew up in Portland, Oregon, but has basically lived in Utah for the last 25 years. He spends his days reviewing large refrigeration and compressed air systems, looking for ways to make them use less energy. He often trains on refrigeration and compression air efficiency, speaking in groups from 3 to 30 people in highly interactive workshops. Today, he is not going to talk about energy. Today is his icebreaker. It's also 4 to 6 minutes. Welcome. Oh, and his evaluator is Linda. Welcome, Steve Koski.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Hello, I'm Steve Koski. I'm a mechanical engineer and father of 6 and a lover of science. And I've also had a very torrid love affair with fitness throughout my life. As a kid, I was athletic, but not gifted. I jogged, lifted weights, ran track, and even pole vaulted and wrestled a little bit. At 18 years old, I could do 30 pull-ups. And when I got into college, I soon fell in love with racquetball, and I actually took intermediate racquetball at least a half dozen times just to have people in my talent pool to play with. Once I entered the working world, I pretty much dropped back to just strength work. And during this period, I found something called the 210 push-up program. So over a course of about 6-7 months, you can work yourself up to being able to do 210 push-ups in a row. So I did this, and then once I was doing my push-ups in front of a mirror, and which I normally didn't have, and I saw it, like, oh, my form is not good. So I did it all over again with perfect form. It took me another 6 months. But that was really hard, but pretty fun. When I turned 30, I dropped strength work entirely for a 4-year love affair with running. I ran 6 and 7 days a week and turned in some respectable but not world-class times. And I really, really loved running. I still love it. But ultimately, I came to learn that my knees won't take that much training, and it took me about 6 months to kind of begrudgingly admit that I was going to have to kind of give up running, at least at that level of intensity. But then a new addiction soon blossomed, swimming. Now most people can swim, but few people can swim a mile. I was a thrasher with lots of sound and fury and completely spent after a length or two down the pool. Gliding smoothly through the water is most unnatural. I would say it took me 2 years to become a decent swimmer and probably 2 more years to become a good swimmer. And I swam with a couple masters groups and would take coaching and tips from whoever was willing to offer them. This was in the pre-cell phone video days, so we would often, well, not often, but occasionally we would bring our camcorders to the pool, and we'd videotape each other so that we could work on our technique. But eventually, overworking an arm with kind of a bad elbow kind of put my swimming career into a deep sleep. I still hit the pool now and then, but not with the power of the old days. So then the joy of weight training came back into my life. And one of my current favorites is an app called the 7-Minute Workout. It's a little more than 7 minutes. It's a series of 30-second exercises you do at top intensity, and then you get a short break in between. And I can usually complete like 2 circuits of that, and then I'm just a puddle of goo. That's pretty fun. And in the midst of the strength training, I was lucky enough to stumble into yoga. Well, everyone knows yoga's for weirdos, right? Well, I'm now happily one of those weirdos. Because it's great, a strength and flexibility program. It also helps you, I'm convinced it helps you avoid injuries in other sports as well. And on top of the last entire 11 years of swimming and strength and yoga has been hiking. I live about half a block from East Mountain in Alpine, and I hike all over that mountain. I also hike the Timpanogos Cave Trail quite a bit, hiking about 50 times a year, last 3 or 4 years. And then overlaying the last 20 years is action pistol shooting. Now this isn't quite the same as doing pull-ups or running or swimming, but it does involve, you have to have speed, agility, strength, but it involves this whole other world of kind of mental toughness and the mental game. I think of it as probably having a lot in common with golf. So fitness has been a great boon to me mentally, calming me down and spending my excess energy. And my fitness activities have shaped a large fraction of my life, and I look forward to whatever is next.